All right. Second round, I call it a day. We're gonna do the picks and prediction for Week 17 of the NFL. Let's begin with tomorrow's NFL. The Jets taking on the Browns. I'm picking the Jets, even though both the Jets and Browns beat us. But the Browns did beat my Texans this past Sunday, so I gotta go with the Jets. So Jets, get y'all shits together and beat the Browns. Saturday, Cowboys back in the crib to take on the Lions. I'll pick the Cowboys because they were this close beating the Dolphins this past Sunday. And speaking of the Dolphins, they're in Baltimore to take on the Ravens. I gotta go with Baltimore on that one. So Baltimore, y'all get your shits together because y'all defeated the Niners. Now's your chance to beat the Dolphins that beat the Cowboys on a last second field goal. Next, you got the Patriots taking on the Bills. Patriots came up with a shocker, denying the Broncos playoff hopes, but I'm gonna go with them again. I'm gonna try to trust because even though they suck, but gotta go with the Patriots because the Bills are still fighting for a playoff spot. Falcons, Bears, both fighting for a playoff spot, so whoever loses is gonna be eliminated. So I would go with the Bears on this one. Next, you got my Texans taking on the Titans. I gotta go with Texans. And whether CJ Strong gets cleared or not, the Texans need a win to stay alive and catch up to those Jaguars. Speaking of Jaguars, they're back in the crib to take on the Panthers, who came away with a, or should I say, who came this close, upsetting the Packers at the crib. Now they gotta go on the road, see if they can upset the Jaguars because Trevor Lawrence is still has a sprained shoulder injury. If he's not ready, they'll go with the backup quarterback. So, gotta go with the Panthers on this one. Bryce Young, because he did beat my Texans to earn his first win. But now, let's see if he can get his second AFC South win and get a 2-2 split against his AFC South rival. So, Panthers, get your shits together and beat the Jaguars. Next, you got the Raiders taking on the Colts in Indy. I gotta go with the Raiders because they pull away with the upset win over the Super Bowl champ Kansas City Chiefs 20-14 on Christmas. Now let's see if they can pull the upset in Indy. So I'm picking the Raiders on this one. Next, you got the Rams versus the Giants. What's their record? Giants are 5-10. They're eliminated. Rams are 8-7. Gotta go with the Rams because even though the Giants are eliminated. Next, you got the Eagles taking on the Cardinals. I'm gonna play spoiler. I'm gonna go with the Eagles because the Cowboys should have won and the Eagles should have lost. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals for the upset. Next, you got the Saints versus the Buccaneers in Tampa. Gotta go with the Saints. Who that nation? Next up, the Niners versus the Commanders. Gotta go with the Niners. 11-4, 10-5. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Niners here. Save it for week 17. Next, you got sorry. Next, you got the Steelers taking on the Seahawks in the Northwest. I gotta go with the Steelers on this one. Next, you got the Chargers taking on the Broncos in Mile High City, Denver. I gotta go with the Chargers because I don't see Denver making a trip to the playoffs. Next, you got the Bengals taking on the Chiefs. I gotta go with the Bengals for another upset in Kansas City. First, the Raiders on Christmas, and now the Bengals in Kansas City on New Year's Eve. Gotta go with them. And finally, the final Sunday night game. Hopefully, the Packers versus the Vikings, and Minnesota gotta go with the Packers on this one. With that being said, what's your picks prediction for Week 17? Shout out to Xavier Hill, Samurai Red, and Larry Lunatic Dad. All the YouTube links will be squished down below. I'll be back to see if I can post more videos. If not, then I'll catch you tomorrow with two rants, recapping last night's game with the Rockets hosting the Suns, and of course, reminiscing 23 years ago from the December 28, 2000 edition of WWF SmackDown where Stone Cold Steve Austin humiliated Stephanie McMahon for pouring beer all over her. Go Houston Texans, go Dallas Cowboys, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Last but not least, no more talk.